Flameheart seeks to regain his power. We must do all that we can to weather this storm. Only together can we protect what we all hold dear.
Are you done? Sit down, Ramsay. I'll handle this. I knew you'd come. I'm Belle. I see you have my compass. Are you ready to learn more? I've spent more time than I care to consider exploring the Sea of the Damned. There is no soul that knows those waters better than me. I have followed souls from there to here. These phantoms do the bidding of the Reapers and their master. They will do all in their power to keep their master's secrets. The Flame of Souls will allow you to uncover these secrets. Something tells me you've seen this flame before. Memories have seeped through. The gap between the worlds is thin here. Find the memories and return to me when you know more. Flame captains were the key. Their deaths weakened the border between the worlds. This was his plan all along. Flameheart is bringing something through from the Sea of the Damned. I will find out what, but I fear there is nothing we can do now. Here at last. There's no time to waste. Greetings! I now know which memories Flameheart has chosen to bring forth from the Sea of the Damned and why. We must act fast. You're here. Let's get going. It's good to see you. We have work to do. Let's get going. There's no time to waste. Flameheart has taken the inhabitants of Golden Sands. He was seeking a new right hand in Wanda's sister. But just like her sister, she is stubborn. These people are little more than pawns in his game. Should she continue to refuse him, he will have his phantom jailers dispose of them. The forts are here. I fear for the souls of those trapped within. There are fates worse than death within the Sea of Thieves. You have saved the souls of Golden Sands, and they will return home in due course. With the dark relics found, the fog will soon lift. Though it does seem to linger over Golden Sands. Souls. Wonder. Ancients. How could I have been so foolish? The forts are only the beginning. Flameheart is seeking the Veil of the Ancients. An artifact capable of breaking down the barrier between the Sea of Thieves and the Sea of the Damned. Last I heard, it was in the belly of the Pale Beast. I know how to call it, but who is capable of... Merrick! I must speak to Merrick. As soon as I have everything in order, I will find you again.
Telling me what does and doesn't exist. I'll show 'em. Those who came before knew better. An ancient power great and terrible. The shrouded ghost. Of course. It moves between the worlds.
Merrick! Just the man I've been looking for. Let's go.
Come to answer our call? Put in a good word with Sirens for me?
It's good to see you. We have work to do. Good, you're here. Come aboard. We have work to do. Summoning the shrouded ghost is no easy task. You must find...
And kill?
4 megalodons. Once each is dead, you will use an effigy, like this one, to trap the beast's soul. When you return all four souls to me, we will be able to call the shrouded ghost and retrieve the Veil of the Ancients. The soul of the Crested Queen. Thank you. It is time.
Get your instruments ready. It's music that draws the shrouded ghost to these waters.
It's coming. Make ready. The shrouded ghost.
And retrieve the legendary Veil of the Ancients. Flameheart's plans have been thwarted.
Something is wrong.
It is incomplete.
It doesn't have the Veil stones. The ancient priest must have hidden them. But where?
Another great adventure is unfolding. Retrieving these Veil stones will not be for the faint-hearted.
But what about Flameheart?
I suspect he already knew the Veil didn't have the stones. How, I cannot say, but I will find out.
If he didn't, your little ritual will certainly have drawn his attention. It made quite the stir in the Sea of the Damned.
It had to be done.
I'll take the Veil to the Pirate Lord for safekeeping. I dare say he'll know some brave souls willing to take on such a legendary voyage. Goodbye.
It would seem our journey is far from over. Thank you for all your help. The fight for the soul of the Sea of Thieves will not be won in a single battle, but in every small deed we do to thwart Flameheart and his ilk. Farewell. I have something for you. This lantern will reveal ancient braziers. Light them and they will guide you to the Veilstone. Be on your guard. The servant and his phantoms are not above letting others do their dirty work.
Hear our call. May the worlds be joined once more. Let the veil be parted. In the realm untraveled, where our ancestors dwell. Hear our call. May the worlds be joined once more. Let the veil be parted.
An ancient power, great and terrible.
There's something I need you to do. Merrick, will you help me?
You trusting fool. Your adventures end here.
Merrick! You're here. Let's get going. Ah, we meet again. Let me guess. You're also here hunting for Merrick. Merrick spent his whole life on these waters. I couldn't believe he'd simply disappeared after everything that's happened. So I started my own search. I had so many questions. Why would Merrick suddenly leave his home and family behind? Out here, I found my answers. Believe me, I wish I hadn't. The truth will be difficult to accept. When you're sure you're ready to hear it, return to me, and I'll show you what I discovered here. There's no time to waste. Well then, it is time you learned what took place here. For better or for worse. Poor Merrick. Lured out here alone, only to be attacked and cut down on the sand. I don't know who would want Merrick dead, but I fear this is his final end. If his spirit did not reach the ferry, he will be lost to us, consigned to oblivion. The only way to understand all this is to learn the identity of whoever's behind that mask. I suspect this is their journal. It's badly damaged, but along with my lantern, it may lead us to the truth. It won't be easy, but we have to try. I owe Merrick that much. We all do. You're here. Let's get going. Here at last. Let's get going. You restored the journal? Let me see. Yes, interesting. Recovered relics. Some sort of ritual. Ah, a clue at last. A note sent to taunt the weaponsmith, but on the back, a sea dog crest. Whoever Merrick's killer may be, it seems they've been lurking at the Sea Dog Tavern. We need to confront them, but the scepter they've forged makes them dangerous. Speak with me again when you're ready to depart. We'll face the one responsible together, and make them pay. You're here. We have work to do. Good, then let's hurry. Set sail for the Sea Dog Tavern and I'll meet you there. I prefer my own means of conveyance.
I've been a wanted woman ever since DeMarco died. Nobody would believe I had nothing to do with it. I lost everything.
So, you decided Merrick had to pay for your mistakes?
Ha! Merrick's miserable life in exchange for a chance to start over. Somewhere my talents will finally be appreciated. It was an easy choice. Besides, there's still a lot we can learn from him.
But you killed him! His soul is lost to us!
Not lost, delivered to the Dark Brethren. If you have anything to say to him, Sea Hag, now's the time.
Merrick!
Don't worry about me, Belle. I can hold me, son. I won't tell them nothing.
Time to say goodbye to this dreary old place. Now that I've completed this stuff, we can move between the worlds as we please.
You can't hide from me. The Sea of the Damned is my domain.
Not for long. Haven't you heard?
I always take the winning side.
Merrick knows more than he realizes. We can't leave him to the Dark Brethren. I just need to find out where they're keeping him. Not to mention that scepter. Amaranta may think she's won, but this is very far from over. Careful, little one. Nothing in this place should be trusted blindly. But there is truth here. I can sense it. And the time of resurrection shall be foretold by one reborn as the Herald of the Flame. No. Pirate courage alone is no longer enough, but true allies are hard to come by out here. The cost of their loyalty will be high. I think, perhaps, it's time for us to take a dive.
In the realm untraveled, hear our call. In the realm untraveled, hear our call.
You're here. We have work to do. We meet again. I should have known my work here would draw Lorina's attention sooner or later. Still, perhaps it's fortunate you arrived. My associates and I are on a particularly dangerous quest. If you decide you wish to help, come and speak with me once more. It's good to see you. Ah. Let's... Ah. We have
Alright, I'm here to help you with your search.
we have work to do.
You want to call?
Excellent. The value of the treasures I seek cannot be underestimated. They may well be our last hope to save the Sea of Thieves. 3 relics of the past. The eyes, the dreams, and the voice of the ancients. Once they were kept safely in sanctuaries filled with hidden knowledge, until they were claimed by the Sirens as part of their sunken kingdom. You must enter these shrines and recover the treasures. The Sirens will jealously guard their prize, but you need not fight alone. When you enter a shrine, seek out the ancient priest. His followers will do all they can to help you recover the relics. We must move quickly, but when you succeed, return to me here. There is much more for you to learn. You're here. There's no time to waste. Incredible. To see the treasures recovered at last. All that remains is to reunite them. And I have been preparing the island for that moment. When you are ready, we will begin the ritual. Be sure that you're prepared. We will certainly attract some unwanted visitors. Very well. But before we begin, you deserve to learn what is at stake. I have allies in the Sea of the Damned. They have warned me that a time of resurrection is nearing. The Servant's recent actions all point to one calamitous conclusion. He seeks the rebirth of Captain Flameheart. That must be prevented, for all our sakes. I have agreed to free the soul of their great warrior. A powerful champion, and one of the Ancients' oldest legends. If we succeed, they will fight at our side. To begin with, I must unify the fragments. Hear me, ancient eyes, beholder of distant shores. Hear me, ancient dreams drawn from ceaseless slumber. Hear me, ancient voice, and speak your wisdom once again. Hear my call, and awake! The ritual is beginning. Climb to the island peak, and hurry! The priest is waiting. You're here. I'm glad it reached you. Time is against us, but I'm told you can never be too cautious when dealing with Stitcher Jim. I'm sure you have questions, but we must be swift. If what I've learned is true, Flameheart's rebirth is much closer than we thought. The ancient prophecy was quite clear. The Herald of the Flame shall rise to pave the way for Flameheart's rebirth. Even so, we cannot afford to make mistakes. Before we think of chasing down Stitcher Jim, we must be certain that he truly is this Herald. I've sent a friend to scour the Devil's Thirst, the last place anyone saw Stitcher Jim alive. So long as the region remains dormant, you should be able to join them in searching for the truth. Once you have proof of Stitcher Jim's involvement, return to me. I'll find out everything I can about the Herald's role in what's to come. I only hope we can find some way to stop them. It's good to see you. Let's get going. You're here. What? No! He can only have been Plunder Valley. They must have been spying on me all along. Well, two can play at that game. My allies have located the Herald's ritual site. Take time to gather supplies. Once you're prepared, return to me, and we'll put an end to this prophecy once and for all. Very well. The ritual is taking place at Molten Sands Fortress. You should expect it to be heavily defended. If Flameheart's body is restored, the way will be clear for his return to the Sea of Thieves. I have given Pendragon's blade power to obliterate the skull once and for all, but you'll need to buy him time to use it. Set sail and join him at Molten Sands. I will send you all the aid I can. You're here. Excellent! At last, we have the upper hand against the Servant and his followers. Once Ramsay hears of this, pirates all across the waves will be cheering your name.
I fear it may be too soon for celebration. I was eager to tie up any loose ends, so once the dust had settled, I returned to the ritual site. I'm sorry to say that Flameheart's remains are missing. And so is Stitcher Jim. It seems I'll never be able to make amends for all the damage I've done.
Enough of that, Arthur. The Champion of Souls cannot afford to wallow in despair. Not when the seas are still in danger.
You're right, of course. Even so, we should assume the worst. When exactly is this time of resurrection mentioned in the prophecy?
It is tied to an annual conjunction between the worlds, though I believe pirates here prefer to call it the Festival of the Damned.
That festival is almost upon us. What can we do?
I don't know. Not yet. But we're all in this together. I'll just have to find us an answer.
Until you do, my ship, my crew, and my blade are yours. This all began aboard the Black Witch. It seems only fitting that it should end there. I was so sure we'd won. I never imagined the sacrifices some would be willing to make in the name of their king. The prophecy had come to pass. The return of Captain Flameheart was now inevitable. We thought if we performed the ritual ourselves, we could summon Flameheart, then bind him, banish his spirit beyond all reach. But try as we might, our efforts were in vain.
Wait, no!
Now the souls of two pirates hang in the balance. But only one can make it back to the Sea of Thieves. Flameheart. The choice is yours.
Good.
You're here. There's no time to waste. I ask that you do not disturb Captain Pendragon. He requires full concentration if we are to have any hope of stopping Flameheart. But if you are here to assist us, then it is urgent that we speak. The future of the Sea of Thieves may depend upon it. We have work to do. I'm glad to hear it, for we can no longer prevent the return of Flameheart. Instead, our plan must now be to draw his spirit here, far from his waiting body, where it can be sealed away for good. The 6 sea forts are the key to Flameheart's defeat. They house bewitching dolls, dark relics that can help us complete our form of the ritual. The more sea forts we seize, the stronger those relics will become. Flameheart's son is even more tenacious than I imagined. But something is happening which he did not expect. Soul Flame captains are being drawn from the Sea of the Damned in Flameheart's wake. If you can destroy one and bind their soul to a dark relic, it will greatly increase its power and our chances. Fly our flag at as many sea forts as possible. Enchant the dolls if you can, but above all, bring those dark relics to me. I know this will be dangerous, but we must try. If we fail, the loss of Pendragon will only be the beginning. I knew I could count on you. But there is much more we have yet to accomplish. The more sea forts we control, and the more dark relics we have, the better our chance of stopping Flameheart and saving poor Arthur. If you can find more, I'll be waiting. Until then, farewell. You're here. Let's get going.
Well now, all together at last. And standing here before us, a pirate who knows what it truly means to live freely on these waters. Our Sea of Thieves isn't perfect. Like this ship, Athena's Fortune, she has a long history and carries the scars of great battles. But she has always endured. Even if she needs a bit of work here or there, this place is our home. And so long as valiant souls are willing to make a stand and protect the pirate life, there'll always be a future worth fighting for.
A future filled with mystery, discovery, and opportunity. With a courageous spirit and hope in your heart, you've already been on grand adventures that have changed this world forever. Here, surrounded by your fellow pirates, you will always have a place to enjoy true freedom. A refuge to share stories of your daring deeds with crews from different horizons and dream of what tomorrow will bring. This ship is a promise that pirates will always have a canvas upon which to paint their own legends.
Yeah, and you fought tooth and nail to defend that promise. Battling the kinds of monsters that had crushed everything we know and love. You stood your ground, you never gave up, and you shown us what it means to really belong down here.
That's right, and long may it continue. Your deeds have ensured you a place alongside the most legendary pirates to ever sail the Sea of Thieves. Today, we are honored to welcome you into our crew.
Cloaked in folds of midnight waters, side by side, we sons and daughters, we set forth for no king's orders, but we sail together.
And there you go, character moments with Belle. Hello everyone, hope you enjoyed. And please give credit to the appropriate gamers, who I found their clips and moments to be the best quality to provide for this collection. I also provided, as you could probably tell, some of my own gaming clips, though unfortunately there were times where either I forgot to record, get to recording to make up for losing it, so I had to be creative with what I could find. Still, I can't go around taking all the credit. I will be only taking credit for the clips that I made for myself. As for the others, they will soon be listed down below in the description. But overall, if you like what you see, you know the drill. Like, and if you want to find me later, because trust me, this is only the beginning, then subscribe, aka bookmark my channel, so you can easily find me again. And not have to waste countless hours doing so. Just like I had to spend hours finding the right clips from multiple channels. May fair winds come your way, and hope to see you soon. Later.